there, Tara here. Today we're going to talk about setting a good morning routine, good morning intention as an entrepreneur, especially if you're working from home or run a small business. And the reason this is so important is because if you can start your day knowing what your plan is and being in the right frame of mind, you have a tendency to be able to deal with things that come up a lot easier. And just to put it into perspective, I do have a very busy schedule. During the week, I have children to get to school. Two of them go in the morning, one goes in the afternoon. So there's a lot of driving back and forth. And I have to fit my business into it, which is why I feel it's really important that we have this conversation today. So as we get started, I want to explain to you how my day works. And I completely understand that your day is going to have its own things coming in, its own complexities, and it might have a little bit more free time in the morning, a little different in the afternoon. Maybe listening to the way that I manage my time and fit things into my day will help you to explore how you can adjust your day a little bit more. And if it does, then that is perfect. And that is why I'm here. So just to put things into perspective, I am a stay-at-home mom who runs two businesses. One is in direct sales and one is as a business strategist. I have four children at home. One is grown and the other three are quite young. So I have one that just started kindergarten this year and two that just started preschool. My husband works away most of the time. And so all of the daily life stuff that has to go on in my home has to be done by me, as well as all of the business stuff has to be done by me, as well as all of the children and family and fun time I am very directly involved in. Now, this is something that I chose to do because I'm very excited to be able to be home and enjoy those moments with the kids and go exploring in the woods and do little nature walks and things like that. It is truly such a blessing to have this opportunity, which also means I have to be more strategic with the way that I work my time. And that is why I really try to ingrain into business owners how important it is not just to fit the right schedule into your life, but to be able to develop your business in a way that can lead you to profit without having to pour 20 hours a day into it, because that is just not sustainable. If you want to hear more about what has come up with my clients, myself, and different trainings I've done, go subscribe, hit the bell, and then join me over in some of my social media platforms that are listed in the description there. You can also check out my website. But I really want to get into the meat and potatoes of today's content because I only have so much time before I actually have to go run and pick up those preschoolers again. So right now, let's go through the way my day starts. My day starts in the morning when I am getting up. I am not an early bird. I am a night owl. So I stay up a little bit later at night. I do try to set morning alarms, but I'm not the best at getting up to them. So when you read books or see things about being this 5 a.m. start, know that you don't need to be that person. You don't need to be the one that gets up at 5 a.m. You need to figure out a schedule that works for you, but be very intentional. So I get up in the morning shortly before I need to get the kids ready. This is the way I function the best. So I get up, I try and spend 10 minutes to myself, just kind of waking up and getting myself together. If I could have a full hour, I would, but I would rather have the extra sleep, to be honest with you. So I get up a few minutes before the kiddos do. I go and I get them started, and I try to leave it as a fairly calm and intentional morning. So I try and get them moving at their pace for what they want to do. If I can get them started with their clothes, then I do. If I get them started with some nice breakfast, then I do. I go then to my room and I start getting ready. Now, my routine for getting ready, I won't give away all of the secrets, but I do make sure that I spend a good 5 to 10 minutes, not a lot of time, as I'm getting dressed and ready in the morning. I ground myself, I neutralize, I kind of get my intent for the day. What is it that I really want to get done? What is it that I really want to focus on? What kind of atmosphere and attitude am I going to have for the day? And I get centered around that. And I figure out how I'm going to approach things in that way to make it better for myself and better for my children. So that when I come out and I meet them and they're almost done their breakfast, we can start getting ready for getting them dressed and out the door and moving on. Now, once they're dropped off at school and we're all in a good mood, I will come home, have my cup of coffee, spend a good 20 minutes just to myself, just kind of figuring out how my day is going to go. And then I know I have about an hour and a half. And every day I have something different that I focus on. So, for example, today I'm here doing my YouTube video. Sometimes that goes in the afternoon, depending on what is needed for me. But having that intent helps me to really process and figure out what I need to do before digging deep. Because in that hour and a half that I have, that is my focus time. So it is not my sending emails time. It is not my connecting on social media time. It is my get shit done time. Here's a pro tip for you. My daughter goes to kindergarten in the afternoons. And so the morning is a heavy focus time where I can get all of that mind stuff down and get all of the stuff that needs that extra attention down onto paper, onto the computer, systems going, whatever I really need to do. It's also prime time for me to do my one-on-one coaching. And the reason that this is so cool is because my daughter, who goes to kindergarten in the afternoons, actually understands that this is mommy's work time. And the only reason it works, that she actually is okay with me doing my own thing for such a gap of time, is because she knows 100% she will get time with me later, dedicated time to do something fun. Even though she goes to kindergarten in the afternoon, we will find time to do something fun. It's so important to her. Plus, it's a big reason that I work from home. I work from home so I can enjoy those life moments, so that I can create memories and teach my children what I want to teach them. And I think that it's brave for women to do whatever they want to do that fills their own cup. So you can work a full-time job and be exploring entrepreneurship. You could be doing entrepreneurship and sending your children to daycare so that you can really heavily focus on your business. You can run your business however you need or want to run it. And I totally admire each and every one of you for doing that. I understand that your business is different than mine, and your children might be grown. You might be doing things for a different reason or have so many other things on the go. And that's why setting this intent and dedication for yourself in the morning can help your day flow a little bit easier. Even if in the morning you're setting your intent and then you're not getting to your business stuff till 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you have that intent set, right? So you're able to really move forward and keep that energy balanced. And there are things and skills and tools and whatever that I use in the morning for all of that grounding work, and ways that during the day I acknowledge myself and where I'm at, so that I can fine tune it and bring myself back to that space I need if things haven't gone as perfect as I expected them to, which is practically every day, right? Let's be honest here. Things come up. We have stressors that come up, and we can be positive and we can be happy and we can look at things from the right attitude and angle, and that's perfect. But at the same time, we still need to recognize if anything has come up energetically for us. Has anything kind of put us off kilter just a little bit? Because if it has, going back to where you were in the morning, going back to that intent for what you want for the day, to grounding yourself, to making yourself feel better. Take time for yourself to breathe. You hear people say, just breathe, just breathe. Take a few deep breaths. It actually helps us calm down, helps us get back and reframe where we are. So there is a really wonderful tool you can use, but there are so many more that you can use as well. And if this sounds really interesting to you, make sure that you go down and check the programs and see how you might be able to work with me. Because one of the things that I do when I'm working within programs or one-on-one with clients is to make sure that they're in the right headspace to do their business in an efficient way. Trust me when I say I have a lot on the go, but I always have time for my business as well. So I can handle both. Why? How? Because of the mindset and the start to the day, but also because I have arranged my business offers, programs, and what I give to my clients in a way that works for me. And I want that for you. I truly do. I want you to be able to run a business that works for you fully and completely, because I know how well it works for me. And I really want to see that with anybody else who desires it. Go ahead, check out those programs. And if you subscribe, we'll see you again next week. Have a great day. Bye.